always been. Grew out my beard when I was 10. No handsome way to win a winch, except to play the violin. I sat and saw the song one day beside the seaside shore. When you should have to pass my way, the woman who I did adore. She lingered long, I could see that lately she'd be mine. She pranced and danced and looked at me and said, "Good sir, you fiddle fine." Leap for me, my lovely lassie, take for me, my giddy gal. Captain doesn't think you're classy, but you keep up my morale.
SeaWife is a creation of primarily the Lobbyists and Seth Moore. The Lobbyists are an incredible folk band made of actors who a few years ago decided they wanted to make a piece that would showcase their acting and their musical talents on an equal playing field, and had some ideas about a nautical ghost story. Happened to link up with our friend Seth Moore here, who was similarly inspired by the theme, and they set out on this incredible journey to make a piece that would blend text and music in a way that I think is very unique and innovative. And I was very lucky to get a call not long after that asking me to come aboard as a director from day one to help them develop the event and the story. And 2 years later, here we are in the Melville Gallery about to put it up in all its glory.
We wanted to come together and do something, not just gigging as a band in venues, but actually a theatrical event. And we had this idea to do a nautical ghost story, and that was the initial impetus for SeaWife.
Yeah, our costume designer actually was at a party and was talking to Tommy, and he mentioned that the Lobbyists wanted to do this show, and they wanted to do, I don't know, a nautical ghost story. And she knew that I had written one, and was like, hey, maybe you should email that guy about it. So I did.
SeaWife is a haunted ghost story set in the golden age of the American whaling industry.
The story begins in New Bedford, in this world of violence and conquering, and slowly the main character makes his way down to Florida, where he encounters the idea of creation and living within a world where you don't need to eat and grab and take, but where you can in fact live in harmony with the world around you and kind of settle in with yourself.
This voyage I must take alone. After a traumatic life event, Percy does come very intimately face to face with violence and comes to sort of understand it in a way that he thinks he can grapple with, and actually, follows his father's lead and becomes the greatest harpooner the whaling industry has heard of, and becomes a very violent, overconfident, boisterous, full of life guy who's sort of hiding from his true self. Always come to steal another day. Heave and go. For once I won't. Come along. Where are we going? Get your things.
All the sounds you hear is created by us organically. There's no weird electronic punch-ins.
Right.
It's like we're doing it in front of your face. It's great.
With music, with sound, and being able to create the sounds with our instruments and our voices, along with our music and the storytelling.
Show 'em a whale, show 'em a whale.
Here's a whale.